Welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hi, thanks for stopping by, checking out my channel. It's all about crochet, a little bit about knitting, a lot about yarn, and my journey in this fabulous yarning community. Returning subscribers, thanks so much for coming back and spending a little bit of your Monday with me for Make Along Monday update. I do appreciate each and every one of you. So the updates for today are going to be my project that I put together for Judy at Judy's Creations and Crochet for her monthly Make Along. I have Luck of the Draw updated and ready to go. And I've made some progress on my Double Dog Dare knit blanket, the fall cuddler, and we're gonna have to talk about that one. So let's start with the easy one. Judy's Creations in Crochet. I'll link her channel below. She's doing a monthly make along. She doesn't tell you what project to do, but she gives you a picture of flowers for inspiration. This last, for the month of February, it was a beautiful picture of violets, and not African violets, but just your garden variety violets. As many of you know, if you've been around a while, I started a shawl for that, and I bit off more than I can chew. I got in over my head and I had to put it aside, but that doesn't mean I didn't want to continue to participate in Judy's make along. So yesterday afternoon I had some time and I thought, okay, what can I do that's cute and fast and still in the spirit of the flower make along? And this is what I came up with. I used some cotton yarn that I had laying around. I think this is funnel cakes and ripple cakes, and the white I think is just something I got from the dollar store. But it's in the spirit of the flowers with the purples and the green and a little bit of white. If this section looks familiar, it should, because it is the center of Sophie's Universe. I thought, why not? It's flower related. It looks violetish-ish. So I wanted to make, so I just used a little 8-inch metal hoop that I had and made this cute little wall hanging. My husband has claimed this. He wants this for his office. So I will be hanging this in his office, on his closet door in his office. It's one of those sliding closet doors, and it's covered from floor to ceiling in corkboard. And we have pictures of the grandkids and the kids and vacations and friends tacked up on this wall, and he wants this to go on that wall too. So this will be going in my husband's office. I can't wait for February's project to come out. I love the idea of this make along. Judy's been very thorough and thought out about which pictures she's using. So I'm excited to see what March is going to be. I promise I'm not going to do something that I'm going to regret down the line. I'm going to pick a project that I'm going to be able to get done in a couple weeks. Although I'm not going to be so overwhelmed in the month of March because I don't have any birthday cardigans I've got to throw together. So I'm going to have a little bit of a layback where I'm going to be able to work on some bogey blankets and this crochet along and Sophie's Universe and everything else that I've got going. But I think I'm going to have a little extra time this month because I won't be worried about getting birthday presents out in time. So let's move to the next thing. The next project that I am caught up on is Luck of the Draw 7. I've talked about Luck of the Draw a million times, but if you're new and you don't know what I'm talking about, Luck of the Draw is the brainchild of Nan from Nan's Next Knots, who will be listed in my description box below. The premise of this was originally just to be a stash buster. From what I understand, she started it during the pandemic because people couldn't get out, so they needed to do something. So she's like, okay, pick out a main color of yarn and then 8 coordinating colors. And once a week, she'll draw a number that you have given each of these 8 colors a different number, and she'll draw that number, and you don't get to choose what color it is. She picks it. So it's a random draw. The only thing I did find out recently, I think Lynette from Charm Grammy said that if she pulled a number, say like she pulled number 8, that she'll take that number out for the next week, so it's not the same, week after week, which that's okay. I like that idea. But anyway, so you just need 9 colors of yarn, and you can make anything you want. There are people making blankets and tote bags and baskets and squares that they're going to make it into something. And I'm making a wrap. You can make whatever, your imagination is your limit. I've said that a million times. So anyway, she pulled the number on Thursday, and there we are. So my main color is this chocolate brown, and I am using Mary Maxim Ultra Mellow Spun DK. I know, Jackie, it's discontinued, and I have some, and if you're a good girl, if I have some left over, I might send you some. Anyway, so I've got Robin's Egg Blue, medium green, medium blue, and this color is called Melon, and it's a very corally orange. I don't know, it just gives a pop of color to this. The pattern that I'm using is called the Faded Rainbow Wrap. It was in the Crochet magazine last April. And it's, it's going to be a nice length, very airy, very lightweight, very springy and bouncy. I love this project. I look forward to Thursdays to find out what the next number is, because then I know on Sunday morning when the house is quiet, I'm up usually by myself early, an hour or two, and I can get this project in. And for me, I love this project. I am so glad I found it, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this project. So that is my luck of the draw with this melon color. So that's that. Now, the other thing I want to update you on is my it's hashtag DDD knit blanket. This is another brainchild from Laura at Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming Animals. She started this a year ago, and then for whatever reasons, I think she said she had surgery, it kind of got put away. And so she's like, we're going to do it again this year. We're going to get this going. This is a year-long knit along. So if you feel like you want to join in and you can catch up, I think we're on like 28. I might be off on mine because I'd be honest with you, I am a very, very new knitter. But Laura, God bless her, she is right up there with Nancy at She's Got Yarn as far as my inspiration. I want to be her when I grow up. She's taking knitting lessons and she's crocheting, and she has given me the courage to get a hold of knitting and start working on it. If you don't know Laura, and at this point, I don't know how you couldn't, please check out her channel. She is, I don't think, too far away from 3,000 subscribers, but we need to get her over the hump and get her to that 3,000. She should be at like 10,000 at this point. She has a lot of content. And if you love cats, her little Persephone is running around all the time. but she has great content. She's funny as all get out. But she's very inspirational, and she's very, really somebody that I look up to in this yarn community. And I love being on Zoom with her and in the little chats that are going around. So check out Laura. You will not be disappointed. But anyway, like I said, she has given me the courage as a new knitter to dive into this pattern. The pattern is called the Fall Cuddler by Mama in a Stitch. In my description box, there's a link to that pattern. It is a free pattern on her website. This section called the seed section. No, the moss section. The moss section. It was giving me absolute fits. And she said, use stitch markers. They're your friend. Well, look at this. I have stitch markers every 2 stitches. Because as undifficult as it is, for whatever reason, I could not keep it straight. I frogged this back all the way down to here yesterday afternoon, and spent yesterday afternoon working on it. But I think I finally have gotten this worked out. Let me tell you how much of a new knitter I am. When I was knitting before I frogged it, I was very proud of myself that I put in a lifeline, and it was working great until I started knitting it into my stitches. And then I realized that not only was I knitting it into my stitches, but it had pulled out from down at this end. And I didn't have a lifeline in the last 10 stitches. That's how new I am to this. So I frogged it back. I got my stitches back on. I may have even dropped a stitch at this point, but I'm not going to worry about it. And I pinned it. I pinned my lifeline so that I can't pull it out again until I'm ready to pull it out and put it in a new spot. And then I put, you got your first 7. That will always be the same stitch. And then every 2 stitches, I have another stitch marker in. These are obviously not the right kind of stitch markers because they hurt my hands. But I ordered some. My husband's like, just order some. So I did. I ordered the correct kind of knitting stitch markers. They should be here Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember what day they said they would be here. But in the meantime, these are working. Not great, but they are working. And then I have, down here for the last 7. I think, okay, you guys have to be the judge here. I think it's working right. I think it's supposed to be bumpy like that. Or is it supposed to be bumpy like that? I don't know. The sides look the same to me. So this is what I'm considering the right side of it. I don't know. I've said this before when it comes to this blanket. Nobody's going to have this blanket but me. This will not be donated to anybody. This will be left here for me to gauge how much I progress in my knitting. I know that this thing is riddled with mistakes and drop stitches and tension issues, but I'm gonna finish this blanket. Laura's giving me the courage to do that. And then I'm going to gauge my progress based on this. But in the meantime, it's going to be a nice, soft, squishy throw that I can put in the motorhome to take when we go camping or, whatever. It'll just be I love the colors of this. This is a Karen anniversary cake in the color Tropical Butterfly. I'm hoping that I can just use the one whole cake of those, but if it takes more, I have another one up on top. So this is my Double Dog Dare knit blanket challenge. And as far as I've gotten, I think I'm on row 26. I might try to get a couple more rows in tonight yet before I go to bed. We'll see. So anyway, that is the catch up on all of my make-alongs. I did not work on Sophie's Universe. I might get to that Tuesday. I might spend some time with that to show you on Wednesday. Because I'm done with everything else. So multivalence is caught up. That I won't get another clue until March. And I don't know when in March. I don't know if it's the beginning of the March, the end of the month, in the middle of the month. I think they just kind of do it whenever. And that's okay. Because I'll get to it sometime in March. And then Luck of the Draw is once a week. So yeah, those are the main make-alongs that I'm in. The Judy's Creations in Crochet, the Sophie's Universe, the Luck of the Draw, the Double Dog Dare, and Multivalence. Now, Multivalence, Double Dog Dare, Blanket, and Sophie's Universe are year-long. So if I don't work on that for a day or two or a week or two and then catch up on it, I'm okay. They're okay to get behind. Luck of the Draw is just 20 weeks, so that's not going to be hard to keep up with. And a project for once a month with Judy is no big issue either. So that leaves me plenty of time to do other things. Like I am going to start a bogey blanket. I really want to do that. I've already picked out the yarn. I've already picked out how I'm going to do it. I'm making a Tunisian blanket using pink, lavender, and white yarn, the Mona Lisa yarn from Marion Maxim, the NACO Mona Lisa yarn. And I'm going to make up my own pattern and make a blanket. And because I'm dying to do a Tunisian project, and I figure something simple, mine, not something I can do in front of the TV. And I've got the pattern in my head, and I'll show you when I get started on that. So yeah, guys, that's what's going on. I hope you had a fabulous weekend. I hope that your week is going to be productive. And until I see you on Wednesday, be kind to everyone.